Indian Navy's warship deployed for the help of a Bangladeshi ship MV Abdullah. Government working on to rescue sailors, says the Foreign Minister. President and the Prime Minister to visit Tungipara tomorrow on National Children's Day and the birthday of the Father of the Nation. And the Jagannath University student commits suicide. Classmate and the teacher named in suicidal note. Classmate protests on campus. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Mytv News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom. Today we are watching the headlines and I'm going to the details. Indian Navy has deployed a warship in support of MV Abdullah, a Bangladeshi ship hijacked by Somali pirates. Along with that, the maritime patrol aircraft has also been sent. They are now keeping a constant watch on the hijacked Bangladeshi ships from a safe distance. The Indian Navy gave this information in a post on social media on Friday. According to the Navy, after identifying the location of MV Abdullah, the LRMP tried to establish contact with the sailors of the ship to confirm their condition. However, there was no response from the ship. Meanwhile, according to the latest information, the Bangladeshi ship MV Abdullah is now 4 nautical miles away from the coast of Somalia's Gadabrizan. It was anchored 20 nautical miles off Somalia's Garakat coast around 1 a.m. Bangladesh time on Thursday. Later in the evening, anchored 7 nautical miles off the coast. On Friday, the ship was again anchored and taken to another location. Foreign Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has called for carefulness in spreading the news about the hijacked ships and hostage sailors by Somali pirates. The minister made this call while talking to reporters at his Chittagong residence today. The government is working to rescue the kidnapped ships and sailors. Hassan Mahmood said that the kidnappers watch the news of this incident. In this case, seeing the very sensitive news, the kidnappers may take a stern stance and called for caution in this regard. He also said that a quarter of unscrupulous businessmen are raising the prices of various products by themselves. Hassan Mahmood told reporters to identify them and the government will take action against them. The nation is set to celebrate the 104th birth anniversary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, coinciding with the National Children's Day 2024 tomorrow in a befitting manner. On this day in 1920, Bangabandhu, the vivacious leader of the Bengali nation, the architect of independent Bangladesh and the greatest Bengali of all times, was born in a respected Muslim family at Tungipara village of Gopalganj subdivision, now district. The nation is celebrating the day through extensive programs with fanfare and gaiety. President Mohammad Shahabuddin and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will visit Tungipara tomorrow to pay rich tributes to Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, by placing wreaths at his mausoleum. On this occasion, all the preparations for organizing children's rally, cultural programs, cleaning and beneficiation of a mausoleum complex in Tungipara have been completed. Tight security measures have also been taken across the district. The big countries of the world could not interfere in the election of Bangladesh because India was on its side, says the General Secretary of Awami League and Minister of Road Transport and Bridges, Obadul Kader. He also said in the biennial conference of the Bangladeshi Puja Celebration Parishad at the Dhakeshwari National Temple in the capital today, the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have broken the long-standing wall of suspicion and mistrust between Bangladesh and India. Exchange of enclaves on the grounds of good relations with India resolved of a 68-year-old problem peacefully. There was a discussion about the water of different rivers including Tista. It is not possible to solve the problem by spoiling relations with India. Obadul Kader also said that the India Out campaign on social media is not appropriate. The government is using law and order forces to suppress the opposition due to the fear of losing power, says the BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi Ahmed. Besides, Dr. Abdul Moin Khan, a member of the Standing Committee, said that the government is violating the law by using the government forces. They said this at separate events in the capital today. The hanging body of Jagannath University law student Fairuz Sadaf Avantika was recovered from her house at Bagichagaon in Kumilla on Friday night. His body was recovered approximately an hour after posting a status on Facebook accusing one of her classmates and assistant proctor of harassment. Her mother's complaint, despite repeatedly informing the university they did not get justice for the harassment, that is the reason for this suicide. Relatives have demanded punishment for those responsible for Avantika's death. Jagannath University law student Fairuz Sadaf, in a Facebook status before Avantika's death, blamed Jagannath University assistant proctor Din Islam and her classmate Ammam Siddiqui for her death. Meanwhile, when the news of her death spread, Jagannath University erupted in student protests. The university authority has taken preliminary disciplinary action against the classmate and assistant proctor named in the suicide note. Viewers, about to the end and the headlines once again. Indian Navy's warship deployed for the help of Bangladeshi ship MV Abdullah. Government working on to rescue sailors, says the Foreign Minister. President and the Prime Minister to visit Tungipara tomorrow on National Children's Day and the birthday of the Father of the Nation. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News Online, visit YouTube/mytvbd News, and to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/mytv Bangla, Facebook/mytv Bangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Allah Hafiz.